tapestry of heroes, unveiling the power of faith in Hebrews 11. Hebrews 11, the faith chapter. It's like a grand tapestry, woven with threads of courage, sacrifice, and unwavering belief. Each story is a testament to the power of faith. Each life, a vibrant hue in the masterpiece of God's grace. This chapter doesn't merely recount historical events. It breathes life into the stories of men and women who dared to believe. These weren't superhuman figures. They were ordinary people facing extraordinary challenges, yet they chose to trust in God. Through their examples, we learn that faith isn't about blind optimism or wishful thinking. It's about a deep, abiding trust in God's character and His promises. It's about believing even when we don't see, trusting even when we don't understand. In the lives of these heroes, we witness the transformative power of faith. Their stories ignite within us a desire to live with the same unwavering conviction. Abel, the second son of Adam and Eve. His story, though brief, speaks volumes about the essence of faith. Hebrews 11 verse 4 tells us, "By faith Abel offered God a better sacrifice than Cain did." Abel's sacrifice wasn't just about the outward act. It was about the posture of his heart. He approached God with humility, reverence, and trust. He believed in God's goodness. He trusted in God's provision. This simple act of faith set Abel apart. It distinguished him as a man after God's own heart. His story reminds us that true faith is about surrendering our best to God, holding nothing back. Abraham, the father of faith. His life was a testament to the boundless possibilities that unfold when we dare to trust God. Hebrews 11 verse 8 tells us, "By faith Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to a place that he was to receive as an inheritance. And he went out, not knowing where he was going." Imagine leaving everything you know, everything familiar, to follow a God you cannot see, to a land you've never known. This was Abraham's reality. He didn't have Google Maps or a travel agent. He had faith. He trusted in God's promises, even when they seemed impossible. He walked by faith, not by sight. His life is a testament to the truth that God doesn't call the equipped. He equips the called. Moses, a man handpicked by God to lead his people out of slavery. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 27 says, "By faith he left Egypt, not being afraid of the anger of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible." Moses could have chosen a life of comfort and ease in Pharaoh's palace, but he chose to answer God's call. He chose to stand up for God's people. He chose to walk by faith, even when it meant facing a furious king. Moses' life teaches us that faith often requires courage. Courage to stand up for what's right. Courage to obey God's commands. Courage to trust His plan, even when it seems impossible. The tapestry of Hebrews chapter 11 doesn't end with these heroes. It extends to us. We are invited to join this lineage of faith. We are called to live lives marked by the same unwavering trust in God. We may not face the same challenges as Abel, Abraham, or Moses, but we will face our own giants, our own Red Seas. It's in those moments that we must remember the lessons of Hebrews 11. Faith isn't about our strength. It's about God's faithfulness. It's about trusting in His promises even when we don't see the fulfillment. It's about believing that He is working all things together for our good. Dear God, thank You for the examples of faith we see in Hebrews chapter 11. Help us to live lives that reflect the same unwavering trust in You. Give us the courage to walk by faith, even when we don't understand. We know that You are faithful, and You will never leave us nor forsake us. We choose to trust in You today and always. Amen.